Hello, welcome to the 6 yard box. Welcome to the 6 yard box, and it's the time again. As a Tottenham fan, I gotta have to, the Tottenham Man City preview, the game taking place later on today in the Premier League, and it's gonna be a really, really interesting game coming into this one. This one is the big one. This could be the title to decider for the Premier League. Arsenal need City to drop points so they can, they can basically be, what do you call it, top of the league going into the final stages of the season. So Tottenham and Arsenal, Man City and Tottenham playing tonight. There's been a lot of controversy, a lot of talk about it, So as a Tottenham fan, I think I've got a right to say how I feel about this game. Yeah, to be honest, we're gonna look at it. Yeah, look at it. If looking at the players from the players' point of view, from the manager's point of view, and Postecoglou's point of view, I'm gonna put myself in their shoes. Yeah, if I was a player, not all players, maybe I'll say maybe roughly about most of the players. Yeah, because they're employed by the club, they are employees of the club. They want to play well. Their pride, they want to win this game. Um, and then we're gonna look at this is looking at the all everything else apart from the actual footballing side of it. So this is looking at the emotions and you know all the you know all the emotions behind the game, the feeling of the fans and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna break it down into two segments: the emotional side of it, the feelings of the fans, the feelings of the players. Then I'm going to talk about the footballing aspect of it, looking at both teams technically in terms of players available, and then coming into this game, which team has got in is as in which team are in the right frame of mind to play this kind of a game, because this is a big game. There is a lot of riding on this game for both teams. So, firstly, looking at the emotions and the feelings of the fans, those are things that got nothing to do with you, how you play technically, how good you are. You can have the feeling in the world. You might want to win a game of football so badly, but if you're not good enough, you're not good enough. Simple. So yeah, so looking at that, in terms of the feelings, the manager, I'll go from the manager, Tottenham manager. In terms of the manager and the players, they are not employed by the club. Sorry, they are employed by the club. They are not fans. They don't know what fans feel. Although they obviously they want to win. Some of them might even be fans of Tottenham, but they move on. They can go to other clubs. After they move on. They go on to other clubs, get on with their lives. You know, they'll they'll forget about this game. They won't remember this game later today. Tottenham win, lose, or draw. I don't think most of the players will remember this game, to be honest, when they moved on. When they've moved on to, to bigger, to continue their career wherever it may take them. So, in terms of in terms of that's the way the players look at it. You know, they might want to prove a point as well and say, we're playing City. We want to show how good we are. We don't want to lose against City. We want to play the game. So they basically, I don't think they have a lot of emotions towards this game. They've got a bit of emotions, but not as a fan, because as a fan, you're looking at this game and you're thinking, I I'm going to talk about myself, the way I feel about it, because I can't talk about any other fan, any other Tottenham fan out there. I can't say how they will feel about it. But for me as a fan, I want my team. Obviously, I want my team to win every single game, whoever they play against. But as a fan, I can't stand Arsenal. I can't stand Arsenal. Not in a bad way. I don't wish anybody bad or anything like that. But in football, in terms of in the way the rivalry between the two teams is just crazy. People don't understand it unless you're a Tottenham or you're an Arsenal fan. All the other fans of the other clubs saying whatever they can say whatever you want, because you won't understand it unless you are in this kind of situation. So for me, I won't be cheering if City score. I won't be sad as well. I won't feel anything if City score. But I wouldn't care less if Tottenham lose this game. To be honest, I'll care less if they lose this game. If they do go on to win it, then that means City basically are you know they've let themselves down, because at the end of the day, you, you still have to do your job as a team, and you still have to want to win, for you to go on and win the title. So, but as a Tottenham fan, I wouldn't. Today, I might be happy when Tottenham win the game, but if I had couple of hours, or maybe Friday, or maybe before Sunday, or maybe hours later, I might feel somehow and think, and look at it and think, you know, I'm not going to be in a good place, because looking at the Arsenal fans celebrating, and you know what they're going to do as well. They're going to say, "Oh, Tottenham, help us to win the league, blah, 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 blah." You know how they operate now. So it's going to be a case of, I remember when they won the title at Tottenham years back with a draw. They still talk about it till today. So as a fan, you're going to live with that for the rest of your life, really, because the club you support is part of your life. It's not like you can just change club and go and support another club. You're attached to that club for the rest of your life. So at the end of the day, I don't wish Arsenal bad, but I'll be so happy if they don't win the league, to be honest. And if they do win it, I'm definitely gonna leave the country and go somewhere. So that's my own point of view, looking at it from the emotional feeling, you know, aspect of the game tonight. That's the way I look at it. And that's got nothing to do with the actual game itself. So it's two different mentalities. The players have their own way of thinking, which I expect them to do. They want to play that game and win it. Although if they're winning that game, they might know from the crowd that the crowd is, they might get feedback from the crowd that the crowd might not be really happy. But it's going to be funny to see what happens. So Tottenham, I don't know. I've been supporting Tottenham. We are always in this drama kind of Netflix kind of stuff, whereby we are always involved in stuff. I don't know why they put this game towards this at this point in I didn't at this stage of the season. I think they could have played this game. I think this was all planned, maybe when they were looking at the fixtures and working out the dynamics. They must have looked at it. Let's put this game at this point in time. I think this game is going to be one of the most watched, viewed game in Premier League history. I think so. I definitely know that it will be one of the most watched game all over the world, because people will be watching this game and thinking, can this really happen? So, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to be watching it live as well. So, it's going to be interesting to see what really, really, what's going to happen. Going to the footballing side of it, looking at both teams, City coming into this game have been on fire. They've just been smashing everybody coming into this game. If you're going to look at their last 6 games, we're going to look at their last 6 games coming into this fixture. Their last 6 games, City coming into this fixture, you can see, man, they've just been smashing people. They played Palace, they beat Palace. They played Palace. They beat Villa 4-1. That's at their place. They play Palace, they beat Palace 4-2. We're looking at their games in the league. They beat Luton 5-1. And then they're playing Tottenham now. They played the goalless draw against Arsenal. They beat Newcastle 2-0. and then beat Manchester United 3-1, beat Luton again. So they've been in form, they've been playing really well. Tottenham, in their own case, coming into this game, lost the last three, losing 3 games in a row. Is it 3 or 4 games in a row? They lost to Arsenal, lost to Newcastle, lost to Arsenal, lost to Newcastle. Who did they lose to again? Lost to Liverpool. And, those are the games they've lost as well coming into the game. So they've not been playing well. They've got injuries as well. They've got injuries. Tottenham had their whole full team out, with the Doji, the way they play. Doji is a big, big player. And that left, in the left back position, he's a huge player. With that team out, with the full team, it's still going to be a very difficult game for Tottenham. And, looking at both teams, City have better players, for sure, no doubt. City's record at Tottenham has been very, very poor. I think they've only won 1 game in the FA Cup, and it was a dodgy goal as well. So it's going to be interesting. So it's going to be interesting to see the way Tottenham approach this game. If they sit back in a block, like in a block, it's going to be difficult for City to break Tottenham down. And Tottenham could get a goal on the counter. But if Tottenham go and play the high line, and it's gonna be a 4-3-0, 5-4 victory. Maybe about 4. Tottenham's problem is the left back position. They're gonna be playing with Skip there. We saw it against Burnley, their last victory at home. He was exposed, and City, the way they moved the ball, City moved the ball quickly as well. So it's gonna be interesting to watch. But for me, it's got nothing to do with Tottenham trying to help Arsenal. Tottenham could play the game of their lives tonight. There's chances that I think they've got 2% of win, 2% chance of winning this game. City they come into the zone. Basically, is eating, they're feasting right now. City, they're smashing teams. It's a feasting frenzy for City now. When they come into this zone, they just know what they're doing. They've got a fantastic manager that gets the best out of players. I remember people were going on about Foden, that I should play Foden. And he was doing interviews, he was saying, you know what, this guy is not ready. And everybody's thinking, what are you watching, man? This guy is ready. But, Pep was saying, just chill, everybody chill. I'll tell you when the guy is ready, I'll put him in. And look at Foden now. He's flying, scoring goals. So, they got a fantastic team. Yes, they spend most money and all the charges and all that kind of stuff. Let the people that, people should do. That's not, that's got nothing to do with, let the people that are involved in dealing with that, they should deal with it. You still have to play the football. You still have to sign the players, and you still have to, win games. And the manager has to, you still have to have the right manager. And for me, when Pep goes, I think City will definitely drop off. I wouldn't say maybe massively, but they will. There'll be a drop off because he's just a different kind of manager, whereby he takes the players to a different place and they believe in him as well. So I hope that that's what Tottenham will be in the next couple of years as well with Ange, maybe 2 years. I believe in Ange. I believe in what he's trying to do, 110%. And losing to City tonight is not gonna shape Tottenham's future. People going on about Champions League. If we don't qualify this season, next season we definitely qualify. We definitely be close next season. So, and nobody will remember if we don't qualify Champions League this season. But if Arsenal win the league, we'll be remembered. Even if you don't want to remember it, I think Arsenal fans will definitely remember it. We'll try and let you know about it. So, for me, I'm clear. If my team lose tonight, I'll be happy. You know, I'll be I'll be happy in a way, but I won't really feel that it won't feel like a defeat, really, to be honest. It won't feel like a defeat for me. So it's just the way it is, and people you can't understand it unless you're a Tottenham fan. You can't understand it. So you can come up with all your morality, put your morality cap or headgear on and say all that kind of stuff, but you can't understand it. So Tonight, I'm gonna score predictions for tonight. I'm going for, let me see. I'll go for a 3-1 win for City. I think Tottenham might score a goal, and that will make everybody on the edge and think, oh, what's going on? But I can't see City not winning this game. So I'm gonna go for a 3-1 win to City. But I think City will score first though. But yeah, that's my prediction for the game tonight. Everybody looking forward to the game. I'm going to be doing the watch alongs at 8 o'clock. I think it's 8 o'clock kickoff. So we should start before that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is the 6 yard box. The podcast is coming. Hopefully, the third episode of the podcast, the Footy Mad podcast. We'll be doing that that will be coming up on Friday podcast. I'll be looking at the season so far, and then there should be another one for the end of the season as well, where we'll be giving out the players of the year and all that kind of stuff. So that will come probably next week after the Premier League. So yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you for watching. This is a long one today. This is the preview. Tottenham taking on Man City in the Premier League, and this could be Premier League deciding game. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Thank you to all my subscribers. Started 92 now. We are 8 from 100 subscribers. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And thank you very much. I'll see you